I heard an amazing story from the Florida Panthers locker room. For the Cup final, the Panthers were staying at the JW Marriott in downtown Edmonton. JW Marriott Ice District. It's the tallest, if not the second tallest building in the city. I've stayed there. Beautiful hotel. They got a great spread of the buffet on the 40-something floor. Great view of the old CN rail lines and the whole Grant MacEwan University. But so the Florida Panthers, they're having a sauna, a team sauna, the day before Game 5. The entire team is in there, Paul Maurice included, Big Dong Paul and everybody. They finish up their team sauna. They go for team dinner. Like, that is a real tight-knit group of guys. And you see the clips from after the games of Marchand walking in the locker room, the energy they got going on there. They're shooting rats at him. You called it a couple weeks ago. Is this team not have the best glue in the entire league?
Well, I think basically I said a couple weeks ago when the series started, and I think it's come to fruition, that the guys in the Edmonton Oilers locker room were playing for Connor McDavid. The guys in the Florida Panther locker room were playing for Paul Maurice. Now, I think both of those systems work, but based on what we saw, maybe one outweighs the other.
Well, here's a stat for you. Corey Perry, the Worm, over 10 goals in the 2025 playoffs.
Yeah.
And when you compare the Worm to Mitch Marner, making way more money, who had 8 goals in a 6-year span. The Worm, 10-plus in 2025 as a grizzled vet in the league over 20 years. Mitch Marner, 8 goals, 6 years.
Now, Corey Perry said he wants to come back next year, and I don't blame him. He's going to play as a 41-year-old.
Did I tell you when I bumped into Corey Perry in the elevator of the JW Marriott?
Yeah, you did tell me that. Tell it again for those that don't know.
So I'm in Edmonton. This is early 2024, JW Marriott Ice District, and I'm in the elevator going down from the 20th floor. Elevator stops. Who walks in? Corey Perry. I'm in the elevator, just me and Corey Perry. And this is like right after he got booted out of Chicago. And I could sense the second he walked in and he was stuck with me, I can get that energy of like, oh, is this guy going to make a comment about the whole Chicago Blackhawks thing? I could sense that. So I'm looking down at the floor and I'm like, I'm not going to be that guy. And I noticed he had a really nice pair of shoes on. And I looked down, I looked up and I said, some nice shoes, dude. And he looks at me and he cracks his smile. He's like, oh, thanks, man. And then he gets out of the elevator. That was it. That was my interaction with Corey Perry. Shared an elevator with him. Had a nice.
Do you think it was as memorable for him?
I mean, I'd be curious.
You know, the only guy that noticed my shoes was this big, tall, goofy-looking guy with glasses.
With a good beard. It was sexy and humble, 6'5".
Pretty sure I used to see him modeling underwear.
Paris, I got a question for you. Do you remember that guy in the elevator that asked about your shoes? Oh, yeah, the only guy that week that didn't ask when we crushed Connor Bedard's mom. Yeah, I remember him. That was very memorable. I just came up from having a spread on the 40th floor of the JW Marriott, the all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah. Spread. Anyways, I'm really curious to see, do you think teams are lining up for him in the offseason?
Perry or Marner?
Perry.
Would you want to go to the Cup final and lose?
Do you want to go to the Cup final? I think ownership would take that option over not every single time. It gives you a chance.
He's scoring goals, glue guy. Game 5, we're down 3-0 after the first period. Guys, wake up.
Look, outside of him getting drunk at Chicago at the no, truthfully, outside of getting drunk at the wrong function and saying the wrong thing, he was unbelievable. Look at Bedard since he left. Look at
Bedard's mom.
No, okay, stop. Just leave that out of it. Stop it. But look at Bedard's production since Corey Perry left. Tell me he was not a positive influence on him.
Had to have been.
I'm just saying, when Obi-Wan loses Qui-Gon, he's got to forge his own path.
We have a voicemail line. Call it. And this is going to be the voicemail episode. The majority of the show. We do a hockey podcast called Sling the Biscuit every single Sunday. The clips, the bite-sized chunks are right here. Only the hits, the full-length show, which you don't want to miss, is right here. That's Dave. I'm Travis. We'll see you soon.